Immune system is actually the defense system of our body. This is the fact that you have probably been taught in each grade throughout your education. But how is the question? Well, the immune system's defense against an attacker actually has 3 phases. The recognition of the danger, production of weapons appropriate for the invader, and transport of these weapons to the site of attack. Now, the first phase, that was recognition phase of the adaptive immune response, takes place in the secondary lymphoid organs. So, it is in these organs where the cells of the immune system do their actual job of fighting off germs and foreign substances. These include the lymph nodes, the spleen, and the mucosal-associated lymphoid tissue, called the MALT for short. You may be wondering, if these are the secondary lymphoid organs, then what are the primary ones? Well, the primary lymphoid organs are the bone marrow, where B and T cells are born, and the thymus, where T cells receive their early training. Now, for your revision, the lymphatic system is an important and often underappreciated component of the circulatory, immune, and metabolic systems. It is composed of lymphatic fluid, lymphatic vessels, lymphatic organ that we just discussed as the primary and secondary ones, and lymphatic cells, where the lymphatic cells include macrophages, dendritic cells, as well as the lymphocytes. The lymphatic vessels reabsorb interstitial fluid from the periphery to return it to the intravascular space, which prevents fluid buildup in peripheral tissues. The lymphatics allow for the immune system to function properly, as it carries antigens to lymph nodes and also carries immune cells, such as macrophages, to sites of infection to begin the immune process. Anyways, our sole focus today will be the secondary lymphoid organs and lymphocyte traffic. All secondary lymphoid organs have one anatomical feature in common. They all contain lymphoid follicles. These follicles are critical for the functioning of the adaptive immune system, so we need to spend a little time getting familiar with them. Loose networks of follicular dendritic cells, or FDC, are embedded in regions of the secondary lymphoid organs that are rich in B cells. So, lymphoid follicles really are islands of follicular dendritic cells within a sea of B cells, and that you can clearly see here. Lymphoid follicles are the specialized regions of secondary lymphoid organs, in which B cells percolate through a lattice of follicular dendritic cells that have captured opsonized antigen on their surface. B cells that encounter their cognate antigen and receive T cell help are rescued from death. So clearly, lymphoid follicles are extremely important for B cell development, and that's why all secondary lymphoid organs have them. Now, a second anatomical feature common to all secondary lymphoid organs except the spleen is the high endothelial venule, or HEV for short. The reason HEV are so important is that they are the doorways through which B and T cells enter these secondary lymphoid organs from the blood. In most secondary lymphoid organs, the postcapillary venules are lined with special endothelial cells that are shaped like a column. These tall cells are the high endothelial cells. And high endothelial venule is the special region in venule where there are high endothelial cells. Now, that you are familiar with lymphoid follicles and high endothelial venules, we are ready to take a tour of some of the secondary lymphoid organs.